My beloved child, I see you. I know the burdens you carry, the silent struggles that weigh upon your heart, and the questions that linger in your mind. I know the moments when you feel lost, when the road ahead seems uncertain, and when you wonder if your prayers are even heard. But hear me now, my child, I am with you. I have never left your side and I never will. You are not alone in this journey, for my love surrounds you, even in the darkest of nights. I know the depth of your sorrow, the heaviness of your spirit, and the tears that fall when no one is watching. Every cry of your heart is precious to me. Every longing, every ache, every whisper of despair, I have heard them all. But I tell you, my beloved, your pain is not in vain. Nothing you endure is without purpose. Just as the fire refines gold, your trials are shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for something greater. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. You may feel weary, like you have walked too far and have nothing left to give. But even in your exhaustion, I am your strength. When you feel like you cannot take another step, lean on me. I am your refuge, your place of rest, your source of renewal. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31. Trust in me, for I will sustain you through every trial. The storm you are facing now will not last forever. The winds may be strong, the waves may be high, but I am the anchor that will hold you steady. You may not see the full picture yet, but I assure you, my beloved, that I am working all things together for your good. I see the doubts that creep into your mind, the fear that grips your heart, and the lies that tell you that you are not enough. But you are more than enough because I have created you in my image. You are wonderfully made, crafted with love and purpose. Do not believe the whispers of the enemy that tell you otherwise. You are chosen, you are precious, and you are deeply loved. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. Isaiah 43:1. There is nothing that can separate you from my love, not your past, not your mistakes, not your failures. I see beyond them all and I call you my own. There is a purpose in your journey even when it feels unclear. Every struggle, every hardship, every moment of uncertainty is preparing you for something greater. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due time, you will reap a harvest of blessing. The waiting may be difficult, but my timing is perfect. I am not slow in keeping my promises, and I will fulfill all that I have spoken over your life. Hold on to hope, my child. The dawn is coming, and with it, joy beyond what you can imagine. I am with you always. In your sorrow, I am your comfort. In your weakness, I am your strength. In your uncertainty, I am your guide. When the road ahead seems unclear, trust that I am leading you. I will never forsake you, and I will never let you go. My love for you is steadfast, unshakable, and eternal. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:8. Take heart, my beloved. This is not the end of your story. There is more ahead, more joy, more peace, more blessings. The best is yet to come. Keep your eyes on me, keep walking in faith, and know that I am with you every step of the way. Rest in my love, for I am holding you close. Your journey is not in vain, and your pain will be redeemed. The light is coming, my child. Hold on, for I am leading you into a future filled with hope and promise. And so, we continue forward, step by step, with faith as your guide and my love as your foundation. The journey is not over yet, my beloved. There is still more to unfold, and I will be with you through it all. My beloved child, as you continue this journey, I want you to lift your eyes beyond the horizon of your present struggles. I know the weight you carry, the silent battles you fight, and the weariness that sometimes overtakes your soul. But do not be discouraged, for I am the one who strengthens you. I am the one who holds you in my hands, the one who has called you by name and has declared a future for you that is filled with hope and purpose. You may feel that your steps are slow, that progress is barely visible, but I tell you, my child, every step forward is a step toward the promises I have prepared for you. Even when you do not see the fruit of your labor, even when it feels as if your prayers go unanswered, I am working in ways beyond your understanding. I am aligning circumstances, moving hearts, and preparing doors that will open at the appointed time. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Trust in my timing, for I do not delay without purpose. I see the burdens that press upon you, the fears that try to whisper lies into your heart. I know that there are moments when you wonder if you are strong enough to continue. But remember, it is not your strength alone that carries you, it is mine. When you feel too weak to go on, lean on me. Let me be the one who lifts you up, who renews your spirit, and who gives you the courage to take another step. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. When you surrender your fears, your exhaustion, your doubts to me, I fill you with the strength that only I can provide. There is purpose even in the waiting, my child. Do not despise this season, for it is in these moments that I refine you, that I prepare you for what is to come. Just as a seed must be buried in the soil before it grows, so too must you walk through seasons of preparation before you see the harvest. Do not lose heart. What I have promised, I will fulfill. Your breakthrough is coming, and when it arrives, you will see that every trial, every hardship, every tear was not wasted but was used to shape you into who you were always meant to be. When you feel alone, when the world feels too heavy, remember that I am your refuge. I am the safe place where you can rest. Run to me, not away from me. Let my presence be the peace that calms your heart, the shelter that shields you from the storms. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. You are never forgotten, never abandoned. Even when others may not understand your struggles, even when you feel unseen, I see you. I know you, and I am with you. Take heart, my beloved. The night may seem long, but the dawn is coming. Hold on to my promises, for they are sure. Hold on to my love, for it is unshakable. And as you continue forward, know that I am walking beside you, guiding you, carrying you when needed. The story is not over. There is more to unfold, more blessings ahead, and more of my presence to experience. Trust in me, for I am leading you into a future more beautiful than you can imagine. And so, we press on together, step by step, toward the light that is waiting just ahead. My beloved child, do you see how far you have come? Even in your weariness, even in the moments when you felt like giving up, you continue to walk forward. That is because I have been with you, strengthening you, guiding you, carrying you when you thought you could not take another step. Every trial you have faced, every tear you have cried, every burden you have carried has not been in vain. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I know there are days when you feel lost, when the road ahead is unclear, and when fear whispers that you are alone. But my child, you are never alone. I am here. I have always been here. Even when the storms rage around you, I am your anchor. Even when the winds try to shake you, I am the rock beneath your feet. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. Isaiah 43:2. You are safe in my hands, and nothing can separate you from my love. I see the struggles that weigh on your heart, the questions that keep you awake at night, the wounds that have yet to heal. You wonder when the breakthrough will come, when the pain will cease, when you will finally see the fulfillment of the promises I have placed within you. But trust me, my child, your waiting is not in vain. Every moment of waiting is a moment of preparation. Just as the seasons change in their appointed time, so too will your season of breakthrough come. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Keep pressing forward, for what I have prepared for you is greater than you can imagine. Do not fear the unknown, for I am already there. I have gone before you to prepare the way. I have seen the road you have yet to walk, and I assure you, my beloved, that it is filled with purpose. Even in the trials, even in the uncertainty, I am working all things together for your good. Trust in my plan even when you do not understand it. Trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with hope. When you feel weak, when you feel that your faith is small, remember that it is not the size of your faith that sustains you, it is the strength of the one in whom you place your faith. My child, lift your head. You were not created to live in fear, in doubt, or in sorrow. You were created to walk in my love, in my peace, in my joy. Do not allow the weight of this world to steal the hope I have placed within you. Do not allow the voices of fear to drown out my voice of truth. I have called you by name. I have chosen you. You are mine. For the mountains may depart and the hills be removed, but my steadfast love shall not depart from you, and my covenant of peace shall not be removed. Isaiah 54:10. My love for you is unshakable, and my promises will never fail. Keep walking, my beloved. Keep trusting. Keep hoping. I am with you and I will never leave you. The path ahead is unfolding just as it should, and I am leading you every step of the way. Hold on, for the dawn is near. Your story is not over and the best is yet to come. My beloved child, the path you walk is not without purpose. Every trial, every struggle, every moment of uncertainty has been woven into a greater plan. I know that at times the weight of life feels unbearable, that your heart longs for rest, that you wonder if the journey is worth it. But hear me now, my beloved, you are not forgotten. I see you, I know you, and I am with you. You may feel as though the storms will never pass, as though the darkness will never lift, but trust in this. No storm lasts forever, no night continues without end. The sun will rise again and so will you. Even now, I am working behind the scenes, moving in ways you cannot see, preparing blessings that you cannot yet comprehend. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 35. Hold on, my child, for your morning is coming. I know the battles you face, the battles within your mind, the battles against fear, against doubt, against the whispers that tell you that you are not enough. But you are enough because I have made you so. You are not defined by your past, not limited by your failures, not imprisoned by your weaknesses. You are mine and I have placed my strength within you. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Do not believe the lies that tell you that you cannot overcome. With me you can. I have been with you through every step of this journey. From the moment you took your first breath, I have walked beside you. When you rejoiced, I rejoiced with you. When you wept, I held you. When you fell, I lifted you. And even now, when you feel weak and weary, I am your refuge. Rest in me, my child. Let go of the burdens you were never meant to carry alone. Trust that I will sustain you, that I will provide, that I will make a way where there seems to be no way. The road ahead may still have challenges, but do not be afraid. You do not walk it alone. I go before you, preparing the way. I stand beside you, strengthening you. I walk behind you, guarding your steps. You are never alone, never forsaken. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:8. Take courage, my beloved. I am leading you toward a future filled with hope, with peace, with joy beyond measure. Do not let fear steal your faith. Do not let doubt silence your prayers. Do not let weariness cause you to turn back. Press on, for the victory is near. The breakthrough is coming. The promises I have spoken over your life will be fulfilled, and when they come to pass, you will see that every moment of waiting, every tear, every trial was worth it. Hold on, my beloved. The story is not over. The best is still to come, and I am with you always. My beloved child, the journey is nearing its fulfillment, and though you may feel weary, know that you are closer than ever to the promises I have spoken over your life. Every tear you have shed, every prayer you have whispered, every moment you have pressed forward despite the weight upon your shoulders, I have seen it all. And I tell you now, not a single moment of your faithfulness has been in vain. You have wondered why the road has been so difficult, why the burdens have been so heavy, why the answers have seemed so distant. But, my child, I have been refining you through the fire, strengthening you through the trials, and shaping you into the vessel I created you to be. Nothing that you have endured has been wasted. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. What seemed like delay was never denial. What felt like silence was never abandonment. I have been working, always working, in ways beyond your sight. Do not let discouragement steal the joy of the victories that are coming. The enemy will try to convince you that your struggles have been for nothing, that your prayers have gone unanswered, that your hope is misplaced. But he is a liar. He wants you to believe that you are forgotten, but I tell you the truth. You are engraved upon my hands. You are held within my heart. My plans for you are good, and the blessings I have stored for you cannot be taken away. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Hold on to this promise, for it is unshakable, just as I am unshakable. The road ahead will not be without challenges, but you will face them differently now. You will walk with the confidence that you are not alone. You will rise with the strength of knowing that I go before you. And when obstacles come, when doubts creep in, when the world tries to shake you, you will stand firm, because you have been built upon the rock that cannot be moved. The storms will rage, but they will not destroy you. The fires will burn, but they will not consume you. The trials will come, but they will only prove the endurance of your faith. I have seen the love you have poured out, the sacrifices you have made, the ways you have chosen to trust even when it was difficult. And, my child, I am faithful to those who trust in me. The seeds you have planted in tears will be harvested in joy. The prayers you have sown in the darkness will bear fruit in the light. What I have promised, I will bring to completion, for my word never fails. So lift up your head. The dawn is breaking. The shadows are fleeing. The victory is near. You have walked this path in faith, and now you will walk into the fulfillment of my promises. Rejoice, my beloved, for your time of joy is at hand. And always remember, I am with you, now and forevermore.